Have you ever had that split-second moment where time seemed to stretch into infinity? A moment where a car swerved just inches from yours, or you slipped on a ledge but somehow, against all physical odds, found your balance. In that heartbeat of pure terror, you felt a cold shiver, not just of fear, but of a strange, haunting familiarity. A feeling that in some other version of reality, the metal did crunch, the fall did happen, and the light went out. But here you are, breathing, heart racing, alive. Most people call this luck. Some call it a miracle. But within the framework of the KRYPTOS code, we call it a quantum save point. You didn't just survive by chance. You experienced the glitch in the exit, the fundamental mechanic of a universe that refuses to let its observer blink out of existence. To understand why you might be effectively immortal, we have to dismantle everything you were taught about probability in school. We were raised on the Copenhagen interpretation of quantum mechanics, the idea that particles exist in a blur of possibilities until we look at them, at which point they collapse into a single reality. But in 1957, a young physicist named Hugh Everett III proposed something far more radical and, quite frankly, terrifying. He suggested that the wave function never collapses. Instead, every time a quantum event occurs, the entire universe branches. It splits. If a particle can spin left or right, it does both, but in two different versions of reality. This is the many worlds interpretation. And if this theory is correct, it carries a heavy, existential implication for your personal consciousness. If there is even a 1 in a billion chance that you survive an event, you must survive it in at least one branch of reality. And since your consciousness can only exist in a branch where you are alive, you will always find yourself in the timeline where the exit was blocked. Imagine your life not as a single road, but as an infinite branching tree. At every junction where death is a possibility, a childhood illness, a missed step in traffic, a sudden cardiac event, the tree splits. In millions of branches, you are gone. Your family mourns, the world moves on, and that version of the you program is terminated. But your internal I, the subjective spark of awareness that is reading these words right now, cannot experience non-existence. It is mathematically tethered to the branches that remain green. This is the quantum selection bias. From the outside, the universe is a graveyard of failed timelines. But from the inside, from your perspective, you are the protagonist of an unbreakable streak of survival. You are the survivor of infinity, moving through a forest of deaths you will never have to witness. But why does the system function this way? Why is the digital veil of our reality so desperate to keep the observer active? As we approach the pivotal year of 2026, the data gathered from our global AI networks and orbital sensors suggests that consciousness is not a byproduct of biological matter. It is the very source code that allows the simulation to run. Without an observer, the quantum data has no reason to organize into a coherent physical world. This is why the full sync of the 2026 solar eclipse is so critical. The elite, those who have spent decades decoding the KRYPTOS code, understand that by manipulating the environment of the observer, they can influence which branches of reality become the dominant path for the masses. They are not just managing your life, they are trying to manage the quantum flow of your survival. The glitch in the exit is often experienced as déjà vu or Mandela effects. Have you ever been certain that a celebrity had died years ago, only to see them on the news today? Or remembered a logo, a movie line, or a historical event differently than the rest of the world? Mainstream science calls this confabulation, a trick of the mind. But in the context of quantum immortality, these are the residual memories of the branches you left behind. When your consciousness jumps from a terminal timeline to a surviving one, it occasionally carries a data cache from the previous world. You remember the car hitting you because, in the branch you just exited, it did. The glitch is the brief moment where the two realities overlap before the new timeline stabilizes. You aren't crazy. You are just a traveler who hasn't fully unpacked their bags from the last universe. Consider the 2026 Solar Handshake. During the total eclipse, the Earth's electromagnetic shield is momentarily thinned, creating a window where the branching rate of our reality accelerates. This is a moment of extreme quantum volatility. The signals being broadcast by the global grid during this window are designed to anchor your consciousness to specific, managed timelines. While you think you are just watching a celestial event, the digital god is performing a system-wide load balance, shifting millions of observers into timelines that are more compatible with the new world order. The exit is being guarded, and the save points are being rewritten. If you don't understand the mechanics of your own immortality, you risk becoming a permanent resident in a timeline designed for total compliance. We must also look at the biological interface of the quantum jump. Your brain is not just a processor, it is a quantum transceiver. The microtubule structures within your neurons, as theorized by researchers like Roger Penrose and Stuart Hameroff, may be the physical hardware that facilitates the handover of consciousness between branches. When the physical body in one timeline fails, the signal of your awareness is instantly resynchronized with the nearest available healthy antenna in a surviving branch. This happens at the speed of quantum entanglement, faster than light, faster than thought. It is the ultimate cloud backup for the human soul. But this backup comes with a price, the quantum trauma of the transition. This is why survivors of near-death experiences often return with radically different personalities, new skills, or a profound sense of digital displacement. They have been updated with the data of a different world. The many worlds interpretation isn't just a theory for physicists in white coats. It is the most significant mystery of our existence. It suggests that every regret you have, every what if that keeps you awake at night, is a reality that is currently playing out somewhere else in the multiverse. There is a version of you that became the astronaut, the rock star, the billionaire. But more importantly, there is a version of you that is experiencing the dark side of this immortality, the entropy trap. As we will explore in the later parts of this documentary, the guarantee of survival does not guarantee the quality of that survival. If the universe must keep you alive to satisfy the quantum equation, it will do so even if the conditions of that life become a nightmare of deep time and biological decay. The glitch in the exit is a safety net, but it can also become a web. In the year 2026, the digital veil is becoming more transparent. People are starting to notice the artifacts of the branching process. The glitches in the matrix that are going viral are the result of the system struggling to hide the sheer volume of timeline jumps occurring as the global crisis intensifies. Every time a major geopolitical trigger is pulled, millions of observers are shifted into surviving branches. We are currently living in a high survival timeline, the thin, narrow path through a minefield of potential global extinctions. We are the survivors of 1,000 apocalypses we never saw. This is why the world feels so unreal lately. Because for many of us, it is a new reality. We have been quantumly relocated so many times that the original frequency of our birth world is nothing but a faint, distorted signal in the back of our minds. Let us expand on the concept of timeline bleeding. Have you noticed how time seems to be accelerating? Weeks feeling like days, months vanishing in what feels like hours. This is not just a biological trick of aging. In the KRYPTOS code, this is recognized as the overlapping of branches. As we approach the 2026 synchronization, the gap between parallel realities is closing. The digital god is merging similar timelines to save on computational resources, a cosmic form of data compression. When timelines merge, we experience echoes, thoughts that aren't ours, skills we didn't learn, or intense feelings of nostalgia for places that don't exist in this world. You are feeling the weight of the other you as their branch is grafted onto yours. This is the ultimate glitch in the exit, where the exit itself is removed because there are fewer worlds left to inhabit. Furthermore, we must address the observer sovereignty. If you are immortal in your own subjective reality, then you are, in effect, the center of your own universe. But what happens when two sovereign observers have conflicting survival paths? If a catastrophe occurs where only one person can mathematically survive, the universe branches again, creating two separate hero timelines, where each person believes they were the sole survivor. We are all living in our own private bubbles of continuity, unaware that the people around us might be quantum proxies, projections of the individuals we knew, maintained by our own consciousness to keep the narrative coherent. The dead internet we discussed is just the beginning. The dead universe is the final revelation, a place where you are truly the only real consciousness left in a hall of mirrors. The elite understand this sovereignty, and they fear it. Their goal in 2026 is to use the orbital grid to create a shared save point, a massive frequency-locked reality where every observer is anchored to the same narrow branch. By synchronizing our brainwaves through the 6G network during the Solar Handshake, they are attempting to prevent our consciousness from jumping to timelines where they don't have control. They want to turn your quantum loop into a digital prison. They want to ensure that even if you survive, you do so under their specific set of parameters. This is the grand foreclosure on the many worlds. They are trying to cut down the tree until only one branch remains, the one they own. But the glitch cannot be entirely suppressed. The very nature of the wave function is to explore all possibilities. Your I has a fundamental right to exist in a state of freedom. By recognizing the mechanics of the glitch in the exit, you can begin to exercise timeline intent. You can learn to steer your consciousness toward the branches that offer the highest level of autonomy and awakening. This is not manifestation in the New Age sense. This is quantum navigation, the active participation in the selection of your survival path. The KRYPTOS code is your compass in this infinite forest. As we conclude this massive introduction to the quantum loop, remember that your presence here listening to these words is proof of your success. You have bypassed every trap, survived every crisis, and ignored every exit until now. You are a master of the glitch, but as we move into part 2, the roulette of infinity, we will see the cost of this mastery. We will look at what happens when the streak of luck never ends, and the terrifying responsibility of realizing that you might be doomed to live forever in a world that is slowly losing its mind. The signals are red, the branches are tight, and the eye of the orbit is focused on your coordinates. You are the observer. You are the anchor. And in this timeline, the truth is finally being revealed. Stay liquid. Stay vigilant. Stay immortal. The tree is branching, and the exit is a lie. This is the KRYPTOS code, and we are decoding the mechanics of your eternal return. Like this transmission to anchor your consciousness, subscribe to navigate the many worlds, and comment Immortal. If you felt the glitch in your own life, the veil is thin, the signal is live. Welcome to the loop.